The original Gladiator was a cinematic masterpiece that combined a deeply personal revenge story with an exploration of Roman politics and society. It balanced grand spectacle with intimate drama, creating a legacy that has endured for over 2 decades. Now, with Gladiator 2, the question remains, is it better than the original? The original Gladiator is a story that digs deep into ideas and emotions. Sure, the action scenes are incredible, but what really matters is Maximus's journey. The film isn't just about revenge. It's about love, loss, and fighting for something bigger than yourself. Maximus's story is about a man who's lost everything: his family, his home, his purpose, and yet finds a reason to keep going. Stripped of his title and betrayed by the people he trusted, he's thrust into a world of chaos. But even as a slave, Maximus doesn't lose sight of what matters most: honoring his family's memory and standing up for the Rome he believes in. The film isn't just a straightforward revenge tale. It's about bigger themes like corruption, legacy, and sacrifice. Maximus's fight against Commodus isn't just personal. It's a stand against the decay of Rome itself. It's about asking the hard questions. What does it mean to leave a legacy? How do you stay true to yourself when everything around you falls apart? And then there's the emotional core of the story: Maximus's ultimate goal to reunite with his wife and son in the afterlife. That's what gives his journey so much weight. He's not just fighting for survival. He's fighting for a chance to see his family again. It's a deeply human motivation that makes his character so relatable and the film so much more than just an action spectacle. Gladiator 2 tries to follow the same ideas as the original. It looks at how Rome is still corrupt, ruled by bad leaders, and how people fight for a better future. Lucius Verus's story, rising from being a slave to becoming a leader, feels similar to Maximus's journey. The Colosseum is once again used as a powerful symbol, representing both personal growth and the crumbling state of Rome. However, unlike the original's clear and focused story, Gladiator 2 tries to do too much. It adds many different storylines: Lucius mourning his wife, his complicated relationship with Lucilla, his need for revenge, and the political plots in Rome. While these ideas are interesting, the movie doesn't spend enough time on any of them, making the story feel scattered and less impactful. Lucius Verus, the son of Maximus and Lucilla, is an interesting main character. His story connects the past and the future of Rome. Like his father, he grows from a broken person seeking revenge to a leader who wants to bring people together. But Lucius doesn't feel as emotionally strong as Maximus. Maximus had one clear goal: to honor his family and help fulfill Marcus Aurelius's dream of a better Rome. Lucius, on the other hand, has many different motivations. He's sad about losing his wife, angry at his mother, and unsure how to live up to his father's name. These are all important ideas, but the movie doesn't explore them deeply enough. This makes Lucius feel more like a symbol of his father's legacy than a fully developed character with his own story. One of the best parts of the original Gladiator was its villain, Commodus. Joaquin Phoenix's performance made him feel like more than just a typical bad guy. Commodus wasn't evil just to be evil. He was insecure, desperate for approval, and had a personal rivalry with Maximus. This made their conflict feel deeper, as they were fighting over more than just power. They were fighting over their beliefs and what Rome should be. In Gladiator 2, the twin emperors Geta and Caracalla don't live up to that level. They feel over the top and cartoonish. For example, Caracalla appointing a monkey as a consul is more silly than serious. These moments might be meant to show how messed up Rome's leadership is, but they don't carry the same emotional weight or tension Commodus brought to the original. Maximus, the stable master, is a more interesting villain. His rise from slavery to power mirrors Lucius's own journey, which could have made for a great rivalry. But Maximus is mostly driven by his own ambition, not by any bigger ideas or beliefs. He doesn't challenge Lucius's values or force him to grow in the way Commodus challenged Maximus. Gladiator 2 certainly has impressive action scenes. From intense fights with wild baboons to big naval battles in the Colosseum, The film offers a lot of visual excitement. Ridley Scott's attention to detail makes these scenes look stunning, with every moment feeling grand and immersive. However, while the action is thrilling, it doesn't have the same emotional impact as in the original Gladiator. In the first film, every fight Maximus took part in meant something deeper. His battles weren't just about winning. They were about his loss, his need for revenge, and his fight for freedom. Each fight felt personal, tied to his grief and the story of his journey. This made the action not only exciting but emotional, connecting the fights to the themes of honor and sacrifice. In Gladiator 2, the action often feels more about showing off than serving the story. The fights are well choreographed and visually exciting, but they don't connect to Lucius's emotional struggles as strongly as Maximus's did. While Lucius has his own personal issues, like the death of his wife and his desire for revenge, the action sometimes feels disconnected from these feelings. The stakes may be high in the fights, but they don't always reflect the deeper emotional struggles of the characters. For example, in the original Gladiator, Maximus's fight in the Colosseum wasn't just about surviving. It was about making a statement, fighting for his family and for justice. In Gladiator 2, the action doesn't feel as urgent or connected to Lucius's emotional journey. The battles are exciting, but without that strong emotional link, they don't have the same impact. The legacy of Maximus. The use of his sword and armor and the thematic echoes of his story remind us of the original's enduring impact. The Gladiator's rebellion. The climactic uprising in the Colosseum is a powerful moment, embodying the spirit of rebellion and unity that defined the first film. Lucilla's role. Lucilla's relationship with Lucius adds an emotional dimension to the story, even if it's underexplored. Her arc ties the two films together and provides a bridge between past and present. Overcomplicated plot. The film tries to juggle too many plot lines, from Lucius's personal struggles to political conspiracies, without giving any of them the depth they deserve. Lack of emotional depth. The film struggles to replicate the raw, emotional power of Maximus's journey. Lucius's arc, while compelling, doesn't carry the same weight. Uninspired antagonists. The lack of a compelling central villain weakens the story's stakes and emotional tension. Gladiator 2 tries to respect the original while adding to its story. It has some great moments, especially when it references Maximus and shows Rome's decline, but it doesn't quite capture the original's magic. The first Gladiator worked because it mixed big action with personal, emotional stakes. Gladiator 2, however, feels all over the place, with a confusing plot and weak characters. While the action scenes are impressive, the movie loses the heart that made the original so special. As Maximus once said, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." Gladiator 2 echoes the original's greatness, but doesn't carve out an eternal legacy of its own. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.